walking every day, whether it's around your house with a walker. We actually had a client do that, and she would even had a pedometer on and, measure the footsteps and, the smartwatch and all that stuff. And she would measure how many steps she's taken throughout the day. And she would just walk circles around her house with a walker, or sometimes without a walker, depending on what level of balance she was at. And she did very, very, very well because she was very proactive in that way. And then several years on, she's still living at home independently because she has that level of tenacity. And she's over the age of 90 years old, and she has that tenacity to get after it and to be able to do those simple things. The simple things can make a big difference, and it doesn't have to be a ton of energy. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be a massive deal. These simple things, walking and standing up from a chair on a regular basis, can go a long way to improve your physical abilities, because if you can walk longer, then your heart system, your cardiovascular system, and your lungs, your pulmonary system, are going to be a lot better off. Now, if these things are a lot better, then a lot of these other medical complexities tend to get better as well. So your medications that you need might be reduced. If you reduce the risk of medications that you need, then you reduce the number of medical interactions that might go the wrong way. If you go into a procedure where they need to put you under anesthesia, if you are less medically complex, you're less likely for the anesthesia to have an effect on your brain. So the older we tend to be and the more medically complex we tend to be, then that increases the likelihood of that anesthesia. If you go in for a surgery, hip replacement, whatever it might be, you increase the risk of that anesthesia taking effect on your brain and reducing your cognitive abilities and increasing the risk of dementia. So walking on a regular basis can really go a long way to begin to prevent those problems. You want your heart and your lungs to be as strong as possible, and of course your musculoskeletal system will improve along with that as well if you're up and walking on a regular basis. And the key is to walk continuously. Don't just say, okay, I'm walking from here to there and I'm doing that a bunch throughout the day. Now, that's very good. That's the first step, is to stand up and be walking around for a short burst. But if you really want an improvement of your cardiovascular system, walking continuously for as long as you can, or a good amount, is a great way to improve your heart health and your lung health.